Hello YouTube, hello Twitch, and some more Overwatch 2. It's been a little bit of time since I've, played the main game. I played Classic last week and enjoyed the hell out of it. And now they've released a new tank hero, and tank is one of my favorite roles in the game. So I wanted to check out the new hero while they were available for this weekend only. Until Season 15, I think, is when they're actually going to be properly released. If you've been, sleeping under the Overwatch 2 proverbial rock, you might not know they are getting a new tank hero. The new tank hero is going to be one of the Freaks, a new, organization they're creating within the Overwatch 2 cinematic universe, or the lack thereof cinematic universe. The hero name is going to be called Hazard. This spiky, porcupine, Glaswegian guy. And I think that kit is kind of interesting. So, I've not played a game with this character, so we're going to be playing it blind together. I did have a little run around the training range, mainly just to have a look at some numbers. So what is this tank? Well, this tank is actually quite versatile. Some people are calling it like a dive/brawl hybrid tank, because there are a few different things that you might see, I recognize the ability from this character. I recognize this ability from this character. So first and foremost, let's go with the left click. The left click is a shotgun. Now, you're going to see a lot of people go, this tank is broken, and do this in the practice range. It's a shotgun. It does a shit ton of damage if you're close range. However, if you have a fly buzzing around you, actually at range, even at the head hitbox, it's pretty minor, the damage, though. It's just your classic shotgun thing, so you want to be fairly close. It's not insignificant poke damage, though, if you can, hit the perfect shot. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Roadhog's right click. A little bit faster, I think, but it can pack quite a punch. I think I worked out that if you hit a full left click headshot, it works out to be about 130 to 140 damage. It really shreds if you can get someone up close. Obviously, well, I say obviously, this character doesn't have a shield, so how do they get up close to people? Well, they have leap. They effectively have Winston's leap type ability. I don't think it goes quite as far as the Winston leap, at least from what I can, gather from just running around in the practice range, but it does a pretty sizable job of closing the gap. So clearly, part of the point is to jump in and then shotgun him in the face. That is kind of the dive aspect of the kit. Also, they don't have leap damage like Winston, but what they do have, and you may have noticed, when you jump into the air, you pull out I don't know what to call it, but it looks like a crystal blade, like this purple blade. If you shift again in the air, you swing with it and do a melee attack for, I think it's about 80 damage. So the actual combo is something like that, and you just obliterate someone. Now, I will say, I imagine in the actual, course of the game, people are going to do this in the practice range and go, oh my god, this character is so OP. These aren't moving. I can definitely see you getting super disorientated, especially if you're doing it really quick and not hitting the one-shot combo, but that is part of his kit. Close the gap, melee them, and I missed there. Shotgun him in the face. That is the combo wombo. By the way, you may have noticed as well the leap isn't particularly high. However, he has got a passive ability, and his passive ability is a bit like the wall climbing for Hanzo. So, for example, if I wanted to go up this wall, I could leap at it and then climb over the top. Now, unlike Hanzo or Genji, or Kiriko, I think, for that matter, it's not indefinite, so you can't just go from the bottom all the way to the top. You run out of juice before then. But it's still nice to be able to, have a tall high ground, maybe like a Gibraltar type thing, and you just jump onto a wall and then climb up the end of it. So, again, if you're this brawly dive type tank, if you're brawl because you want to be in close range because you've got a shotgun, you can actually get your brawl tank onto the high ground via a leaping type scenario. So a pretty cool ability. I quite like this combo wombo of a dive ability into a wall climb. Very cool. Just as one final other thing, you may have noticed, on the attack, you get a very small window after you land to still do the blade attack, but it's very tight, it's maybe half a second or something. Alright, what other abilities has this guy got? Well, if if this high ground was too high enough for this guy anyway, you can also do this. You can launch a wall with a projectile, and you can leap onto your wall, jump onto the wall, and climb off that. The wall does do some damage. I think I worked out it does about 40 damage. More importantly, though, if you run into this wall, you take damage as well. So, if I fire this in between the two bots, I mean, this was actually slightly less than 40. I think it's a direct is 40. They run into the bot, and they take some significant damage. Now, obviously, your average Overwatch... Well, actually, Your average high-end Overwatch player isn't just going to keep running into the wall, but it's really obnoxious. If you're in a choke, for example, you could wall someone off like this. Not as wide as a Mei wall, but you can't destroy this thing. You have to wait for it to break, and it's a relatively long time. Unlike with Mei's wall, though, you have some versatility into this, as I kind of like alluded to before. You can throw this into a wall and climb it, and then you have the high ground, Anakin. Interesting ability. I get some sneaking feelings, though, and I might end up being proven wrong by this, that it's going to be quite like Life Weaver's Petal platform, where I feel like the wall climbing aspect of it is super niche. Like, you're basically just never going to need it versus just doing, you know, this type of thing. But there's maybe some scenarios that people can think of. Like, can you put it on the ceiling as well? I think you can put it on the ceiling as well. I'm pretty certain it's any surface. Yeah, you can put it on the ceiling as well. So, pretty versatile wall. I look forward to seeing what people can do with this. Now, we've seen Mei's wall, we've seen Winston's leap. What is the next part of this kit? Why brawl? Well, his damage mitigation tool is very similar to Doomfist's block ability. He basically just goes into a block mode like this. I believe the damage reduction, I'm not 100% certain on this, it's either 80% or 75%, so it's a huge amount of damage reduction. Give me... No, where are the rocket bots? It's you guys, right? Alright, so... Please. You take some, you know, chunky damage. If you right-click, look how little damage I'm taking from this. So, like, 100 damage or something, 180 damage. Versus, like, well, not great maths there, because I think I passively healed a bit, but it was like 40 versus 180, so a pretty big damage reduction. That isn't just the only part of the kit, though. This is kind of like the Doomfist power block. The other part of it, and I kind of alluded to before, you may have noticed, if you get close to someone, I think the meterage is about 6 meters, this happens. You absolutely shred people with this ability. So you fire off this homing thorn volley. You have a limited time on it, so you can see the duration meter in the center of the screen. That's all the juice I've got for it. It really, though, chunks people. So you do not want to be fighting the hazard when he has this up. Let me put up, like, let me get Roadhog. Roadhog is the classic chunky boy. Bearing in mind this is training range health, so he's going to have 150 less health, right? Like, for a damage reduction, I nearly halved Roadhog's health. That is, like, pretty frightening. So it's pretty menacing that you can jump into, you know, someone, slash them, shoot them, and then do this. Also, you can toggle it. You have got a second cooldown between being able to, like, toggle it on and off, but balancing this resource, I think this is going to be a pretty strong ability. Just dive your hazard into the middle of the melee, and you don't want to fight this guy. He's going to be super hard to kill. The final part of his kit is obviously his ult. You have to be slightly careful with this ult. His ult is effectively an AoE root that comes from the sky. You don't get to aim this, by the way. Once you push Q, it just goes. So it looks a little bit weird. It kind of looks like it's going to be like a Sigma or a Ryan Shatter. Well, I guess Ryan Shatter just goes off, but like a Sigma ult. But it's more like a Shatter. It just fires off, roots people in place for 2 seconds, by the way, and does, like, what is it, like 80 damage or something? Maybe a bit more than 80 damage. Really strong if you're in a brawl matchup, so I definitely see this character as like this hybrid dive brawl scenario. And they could be, you know, pretty good. I kind of imagine like Winston was when Floats was a thing, like the Winston Goats comp. You get your guy in, block out, or keep pushing in with the block. And actually, if you want to disengage, here's my other shield. Here's my cover. This might, in fact, be the better use for this ability. You just use it as your own personal cover rather than walling people off. And then, you know, you just poke around the wall instead. Like, this is a really interesting character. You could use their abilities in many different ways. Like, again, you could just use this as a disengage tool. Okay, you can't do a lot more with this than what, you know, you already do. By the way, I think you can backshot this character. I think there's an arc to show you where you're getting your damage reduction and where your homing is going through. So anyway, that is roughly the character's abilities. If you want to know their actual names, here they are on the screen. And I think we'll try and get into a game now. Now, I suspect this is going to take some time, so YouTube, I'll do you a favor. I'll pause until I get into a game. Alright, YouTube. We're in, maybe? Please don't do me dirty, Overwatch. YouTube, give me a second. Okay, it took like 3 seconds longer. It's fine. Hollywood, you know what? Perfect. A typical dive map. But you can be a little bit sneaky with the brawl as well. Maybe not on the second point. The second point will be a real, like, a real test of this character. But the first point, I can't think of any better, honestly, to test. Bit of high ground that we might want to take. Bit of low ground if we want to do a brawl. Now, I have been testing, again, in the practice range some tech. I forgot to mention one thing about the leap. You can fire during the leap. So I think the actual combo is that you leap in the air, fire and swing, and then fire again. There is a really grandiose play where you can wall underneath yourself to give yourself just a bit of extra range. But in practice, I'm mainly trying to do that. Just put the wall in my face and just bumped into it, so. Do not fight. I think we're not going to go for that, but I will definitely be trying to jump onto people, the fat kids, shoot them in the air, slash them, and shoot them again.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commence.
Alright, just Widow games right now. I missed the pack. That's fine. Oh, Widow will click there, Widow, and then all will be well.
Well, fresh start.
I can't aim. Never mind, no Widow can aim. Alright, we're getting slightly tank gap, but in my defense, I think they're pushing way too aggressive.
No one can hide from my sight. Personne n'échappe.
We're just unkillable. Alright, Moira is a legend. Damn, I should have killed him. Where is this Mercy? I should have killed the Mercy. Wait. Blocking his face. To the high ground. No, the Mercy got me. Tank always low health. I mean, I'm taking the utmost beating.
I'll have scars that sting worse.
Alright, very quick play comms right now.
No one can hide from my sight.
Always watching out for you. Yourselves.
Hello.
What's happening? That's gonna hurt.
Okay. Alright, well, we'll just click on everyone's heads and we'll figure nothing out.
Yeah, I'm a fire starter.
Okay, that didn't go as high as they thought.
Hazard has the payload. Don't worry yourselves.
just Juno? No, we didn't. I thought we all did.
I fooled me once, but that's it.
60 seconds. There's a test subject.
Alright. Should be the cat. Just block one of the doors. And despite, you know, getting flamed, I think we played that okay. I baited the guy in, gigging in. I mean, we did do 3k damage less, I suppose, but the tank looks so inspired. I swear, Overwatch community, the most whiniest, moany community of all time. Oh, I left before. Whoops-a-daisy. Oh well. I think it's fun. It's just getting your head around some of the abilities, actually. Sorry, it's like so silent, but I'm actively thinking of like every button press I do, what ability it goes to. One of the things I was actually struggling with a little bit there was I'm so used on characters with like a leap. Like, honestly, I said that the leap is like Winston, but it actually feels more like Doomfist's leap. And I'm so used on the Doomfist one to get some additional mobility to cancel in the air, but obviously with this character, you do cancel it, but you stop all your momentum instead, like, rather than like bunny hop forwards. So I was trying to do stuff like this where I was going through a doorway and it would just cancel my momentum immediately, so just not quite used to the ranges of the ability yet. But there are some times in there where I felt like, you know, there is actually a lot of carry potential in this character. I think it's a pretty interesting design, especially with how you use the wall. It's like Maywall, right? You can use it, you know, to block off damage. I could use it to block off healing. I could use it to go up onto the high ground if I wanted to. So it's just making that decision at like every single point. Now, I think my opponent gave me some free outs of like chasing people into a room, in which case, you know, you just wall them off outside of the room. By the way, this was the other thing I was trying to do. I never got it off in the game. I did say it was going to be pretty hard to do this in the course of a game, like, you know, the landing on someone, hitting them, and shooting them in the head at the same time. But if you can do something like this, you can also do it in the mid-air. So I was trying to set that up a few times, but it's still really hard, especially as you're trying to, like, you know, learn the hero. But it does a lot of damage. It really shreds. And again, on the right click, sometimes you want to use that for damage, sometimes you want to use it for healing, or not healing, but you know what I mean. Mitigating damage. So there's a lot about this kit that I really like it. I think it's a really good design for the kit. It's not super one-dimensional. Anyway, YouTube, I'll do you a favor. I'll pause you again. Alright, YouTube, you're back. Coliseum push game. Again, another map where Brawl, good and part of it, and actually you wouldn't mind to be on dive at like the second part of it, so let's see what we can do here. Not the support line I would have chosen, but you know what? We're going to just try and play this a bit like Doomfist. I think that's my game plan here. I don't have as many movement abilities, obviously, as Doomfist, so I can't do it exactly, but I think I'm going to have to create space for my team by inting, because the backline is a little bit fragile. Let's put it that way.
If you're in it with me, you're in it for life.
So I'll try and just go off on my own with just a Zen orb.
That's not what I was taught.
But it is never too late to learn.
Type
What's
5.
happening?
4, 3, 2, 1. Objective unlocks in 30
It is one thing this tank here lacks compared to some of the recent ones, I guess. There is no self-healing on this tank, which I think is fine. I don't think tanks have to have self-healing. Was there a Lucio there? Your support's alive. Alright, I traded it, I greeted it, but at the same time my support should have come the other way to heal me. I got slightly impatient, thought I could get the kill, got backshot from the soldier. But I created some space. Right?
We have taken the lead. Let's keep going.
Oh my god, as if. I'll get back.
Watch here, yeah.
Damn. Okay, that's fine. We lost to a tire. I'm actually intrigued while I've got like a second to see what Doom players would feel about this character. I feel like that it's kind of a Doom build character. It's everything. Good play. Personally speaking, I think that was a good idea of me to miss every single shot in the game. Doesn't matter, we won. Also, it almost certainly wasn't worth me trying to save the distance there. Alright, we're out.
Let's get together. Oh, they have the robot.
Not great. Fuck. I can't get used to the dash distance yet.
Go on now, push bot.
Enemy target located.
The warmth of firelight.
You know what? I play under. I play brawl style. Why do I get the feeling my team's no longer with me? Alright, Bob's with me now in post-mortem. I guess people were going away from the tire. I thought maybe someone was underneath with me. I thought I could hold that angle, but I guess not. I kind of greeded to go out as well. We got the... You know what? We got the capture point. Can I help my Life Weaver out?
They claimed the robot. Strangely,
I can't. Oh my god, just random spam. Wow. I just inted. I was like, I'll just jump out. I didn't realize there was junk right behind me giving me back shots. Alright, we're actually just chain feeding now. I missed the wall again. How? I just can't do that tech. Or not a bot.
Robot Silos, gone now.
Wow, that still goes off. I assumed if I killed him in his ult, it would actually, you know, cancel. Man, it's so hard to make the... to jump, to shoot, to swing, to shoot again. Especially if it's a short gap. I don't think you can actually do it, and it's just a little bit distracting. You know what? I think we played okay though. You know what? Have one. It's just practice, right? Just keep playing it, and eventually you'll get used to the tech. Anyway, YouTube, I'll pause again for you until we get another game. Alright, YouTube, third map. Are we 100% with this character? I think we are. Soon to not be. Let's play some Throne of Anubis. I just get a bad feeling about this map. What's funny is before the second game I played some deathmatch and I felt a little bit better on the character. I was like, you know what? I'm not bad at this guy. And I just went into another deathmatch and I feel like I'm the worst player at this character now that's ever existed, even though, you know, the character existed about, at this point, about 3 or 4 hours, right?
A mother's work is never done.
Target for this match, aim. Just look at where you're aiming and shoot where you're aiming. I'm kind of just mindlessly looking at my abilities right now, but I should probably aim. I should just point gun at people and shoot. Rather than to be worried about the shift, shoot, slash combo. Oh my god. That's kind of what I want to do, though. Just assassinate people. Fuck. You floaty ass character. I thought I could get him out the air. Still don't know how we lost this.
Toss
Got
me
an
back
instant
over
pick.
Vicky.
What's up?
What's happening?
Objective lost. Fall back.
Don't know how we're all dead.
That'll cut them up.
I can't. Fuck. Wow, we are getting shredded.
Pain's nothing to me.
Objective unlocked.
Okay, that does not go anywhere. No, it just goes as far as I thought. Santa's got my number.
Go it again.
Sorry, we won the fight. Didn't give him a tick.
Para, red for me. Positioning underway. Protecting enemy
How are we down again?
over there.
I think I just got hit by Junkrat Deflect there, but I just can't quite get it right now. I feel like I'm regressing. Like, I'm just missing the swings now. I'm not hitting the shots or the swings. Oh my god. Getting bullied.
Come on. I'm not staying down.
I'm on your objective. Negative.
I'm really feeling the heat.
Objective captured.
That'll cut them up.
Require assistance at my location.
Come on. Hit me again.
Again, I missed it.
Captured.
Over there.
Oh my god, I deflected the wall. I forgot it's actually a projectile, by the way, in case you're wondering.
Try me.
lost both supports.
Back me then, here, partner. Oh, unstoppable. Oh. Ha, that one scratched the
You can win this.
Establishing aerial position.
You can also lose this.
Over here.
Alright, Valkyrie went crazy.
Hey, they're over here.
I'm taking off.
And it's staggered.
Yeah, that'll get in the way.
I can't get used to that wall. Alright, we definitely deserve to win this game. I definitely get hard carried. GG. Faraya, you're really not good at that aberrant. Okay.
Play of the game.
Let's see what my opponent did. I felt like they got way more value than I did. They just clicked people.
Come on, hit me again.
Honestly, you guys deserve it. I played that poorly. Alright, we're gonna unwind and just play some good FPS. We're just gonna shoot people. Stop worrying about the slash. I said I was gonna do that last game, but I didn't. We're just gonna shoot people and go from there. Give me a moment, YouTube.
Entering mid-town.
Alright, YouTube. My win rate remains 100. My confidence is diminishing. Let's turn it around. Let's actually play some good Overwatch. Let's not get carried by my teammates. By the way, I learned one thing. I actually forgot to mention it as well. This isn't the thing I learned. In case you're wondering, the ult goes through shields. So you can't shield it off. You're just going to get hit by it. The thing I didn't realize, though, was the wall doesn't go through shields.
In it with me, you're in it for life.
Stay sharp. It's harder to keep you alive when you're distracted.
Fun, potentially. You're
I studied
really...
in school. They said you were the best sniper in the world. I'm sure someone...
He drinks Iron Brew? True.
Like the sniper who shot out your eye?
She doesn't count.
Hello.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Fight him off with all you got.
I think I want to be up here. Go to the wall. Ah! Did someone die? I didn't realize. My bad. I thought we had both supports up. I thought I could go somewhat aggressive. But I think either someone didn't join at the beginning, or someone died and I wasn't paying attention. Okay, my team is not interested in the 3 contests, I think. Wow, I'm getting actually shredded. I guess we're allowing Mercy. I can't just be in the front line.
Let's have it then.
Did the thing again where I tried to cancel my shift thinking I'm Doomfist.
Tear it down.
I just can't hit people.
Over here. Buddy here. Oi, bombs out. Gonna start some trouble.
Okay.
Let's stick 'em with that.
Damn.
Has reached the checkpoint.
Alright, Zen's actually caused me a lot of problems here. Dealing with the Discord, it kind of shreds. Well, that's nothing new for tags, right? Why is this character impossible to hit? You know what? That countering the Juno ult is actually pretty powerful. Just throwing that into a Juno ult. You know what? Can't hit him. The game. The game! I should have killed the Zen 3 times over. Fuck's sake. Just choking away. I can't. I should have just shielded immediately. Alright, we're gonna get an L, but I deserved it. I didn't play that well at all. I don't know what I would have done different on the first point. I guess if not it. Ugly. Ugly. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Alright, YouTube. I cry. YouTube, I've been in the practice range shooting moving targets. I'm so back. I was shooting them as Cassidy, but, you know, I'm so back. I won't miss a Zen from, you know, 2 meters away with a shotgun on 3 separate shots. We're just going to play some nice, chill Overwatch. We're going to be calm. We're not going to just hold down the mouse 1 button and fire and aim at the same time. We're going to aim, then fire. I'm also going to use my right click. That's something else I've decided. I've been doing the VOD footage. I've not been doing the VOD footage, but I am far too lax at using my right click. I need to be using it more like a defense matrix where I actually block pretty annoying abilities.
5, 4.
I like this backline. Well, I somewhat like this backline.
Unlocks in 30 seconds.
I less like this backline now. I kind of like the break part of it, the brawl. But that's fine. We'll just brawl with the Bastion, who I can't really interact with. Except maybe put some walls up.
That's not good. Stop them!
Never mind, I love my Moira. My Moira is a god.
Sorry, Hanzo.
Let us proceed.
I don't feel like I want to be on the bot here, but I think I have to be.
Pushing on ahead.
Okay, bit smarter about ability usage so far.
Hello there.
Show you. Oh, will not be claiming that one. Watch here, yeah. Yeah. I'm a fire starter.
Over here. The robot.
The enemy has claimed the robot.
Go on now, push bot. Me and the robot.
Fuck, I fucked that wall up.
Now.
I tried to block the tracer off from coming back.
Gotta run past it.
Okay, we need to go to the point now. I aimed. I aimed. Is it a miracle? I took a second. Not a good wall. Don't talk about the aim at there. We aimed other parts. Fine. Just dying point there. I was trying to get a pick at the same time. Thought the Widow would be the juiciest pick. Not sure Sim is the choice into this. But so what the Sim does. I thought I didn't get it. Aim.
30 seconds.
drone with you. I vote.
She whip, stop on, she whip.
Let's go in that black guy.
I've never walked with a like
That's fine.
Overtime.
We used everything, but it's fine. My ult builds fast.
Yo, don't go for touch Moira. Just stick with me.
Where is this guy gone?
Team is pushing forward.
Fuck's sake.
Overtime.
That's the combo one, though. The wrong way round, but it's the combo wombo. He dragon and I ulted into the dragon to hold him in place. Man, playing this with double sniper is pretty awkward. Play of the game! We're so back, I told you. You know what, Burn, have one of these, you can have one as well. Alright, I can live with this. That was the comeback game. Look at all the endorsements I'm getting. My people are thrilled. And a May emote to go with it. What emote is it? I'm not gonna lie, this is the first battle pass I've not invested in at all in Overwatch. I was mentioned to Twitch before YouTube. I kind of took this season off a little bit, so I love it. It's adorable. Oh, one thing I'll say just before I put you into the Shadow Realm for a while, YouTube, or the Pause Realm. Do they still have that emote? The cat emote? It's in this, right? Where is it? Or it's the highlight intro, right? This intro, phenomenal. Like, the best cosmetic they've ever put out. It's a shame it's on Mercy because, and this isn't because, you know, I'm against Mercy. How are you gonna get highlight intro on Mercy in a normal game? It's pretty unlikely. I will say though, they put it out at the same time that the classic event came out where you get the highlight intro if you hit like a 5-man res instead, so enjoy it while you can, but this is emote 10 out of 10. Any other cosmetic I've ever given 10 out of 10 to in the past before, drop it down by 1 because that is in its own tier. It's so phenomenal. Adorable cat. Funny meme. I like it. Anyway, YouTube, I'm going to put you back into the Shadow Realm and I'll play maybe one more game. Alright, YouTube, final game. Let's see if we can, you know, continue where we started to get to now. We're sort of slightly improving. I guess at this point I should start to consider who I think this character would work well with. I can't remember if I mentioned it to you, YouTube, or if it was to Twitch, but I feel like this character is probably good with Juno. On the flip side, though, as we did mention in the game we lost, it's probably good against Juno as well for denying the ultimate. I just feel like if you go in the beam, and this is true for most characters like that are vaguely brawling, if you just go in the beam, you're gonna shred people as this character.
Surviving.
And how's Murphy? Doing much
I think against that, Anna has been proven to be a bit of a thorn in my side. But that, again, is true of most tanks. If you get antied, it's really obnoxious. You do have the right click for it, but again, you get sucked out of it easily. I have no idea. Malgrin Sigma. Oh, I have heard some people say, you know, they think this is like Sigma's illegitimate child, and you know what? I could see that if that is lore accurate. Constantly anti. Alright, I'm out.
Hey.
Do your worst. Heroes never die.
That's the good stuff.
I was trying to get back to the mini. I feel like we're playing so passive right now.
I've got scars that sting worse. There, an enemy. That'll cut them up.
I got some. Improved my KD though in the last moment.
Score 0-1.
Let us proceed with haste.
I guess in terms of heroes against the work with it in like DPS, I feel like someone going in with me would be nice. Like, again, people call it like the dive brawl hybrid. I feel like, for example, a Genji, which we just picked up, which is kind of why I was mentioning this now. I could say Genji being pretty good with this character. Just someone to follow up on all my jumps. Or even Juno on the opposition. Or Tracer. I think this is unironically not too bad. Missed my wall. Fuck's sake. I think my support went one way, I went the other. Yeah. We just ring around the rosies.
I'm not staying down.
My Genji's staggered. fuck's sake. I should have killed her. I don't know. We're just, I guess, chain feeding right now.
Pain's nothing to me.
Ah, missed him with the wall. Like, they're just walking into us for free. I don't know what to do. Got one at least. Trace is going to the point to touch.
They think they can hurt me?
Excavation initiation!
All I can do. What a sad way to end the game. 4 and 6, 3 and 6, 2 and 6. At least we all died together consistently, but their backline didn't die one time. Feels bad. Alright, let me pull out that. No more requeues. We're done with this for now. I actually think there was like nothing I could have done in that last game. I just feel like my team got slightly gapped with me. I couldn't get onto their backline. Actually, that backline would be pretty annoying for this character, because if you tried to do that slash tech, you would just get cleansed. I guess things that are good with this character, anything that's good with dive on the support line, I think they would all work, and I think would be fine. Juno, I think, is fine. Kiri, I think, is fine. To counter that, I think Brig could be pretty good against them. Again, just whip shot them away if they ever tried to leap on you, and you would probably be in a bit of a sad moment. And you could shield bash out of the ult, so I suspect Brig is actually pretty good into this character. And again, just generally speaking, anything that's good into dive will be good against this character. Like, constant damage from, like, casting would be pretty fucking annoying, I can imagine. So yeah. I think that's all I've got to say about this character. We're going to have to wait and see. I think there's a lot of tech in the character, a lot of good stuff you could do. I think if you like Doom, you'll like this character. I could see, like, the Doom players getting really good at this character pretty quickly as well, because a lot of it is moving into shooting tech, which I think is going to be pretty hard for the casual player to do. So I can definitely see this being one of those feast or famine characters. And in fact, in all the games we played, I think we either stomped them or got stomped. There was very few games where I felt like it was an even matchup. And I think that fits into the nature of the character. Like, if you just all in your abilities and you miss someone, you're probably going to die in these bad comps. I know that's not unusual for, like, Winston, for example, but there just is a little bit of a lack of, I guess, some form of, like, sustain. Like, is it just a little bit fragile if he gets knocked out of the movement ability? And he's only got one on, like, Doomfist, so I think that's where we'll stop for today. If you enjoyed this YouTube, why not leave a like and subscribe? Everything helps me out. I'll see you next time. Bye.